Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a couple of really fast, simple Easter projects that are awesome. This is a bunny that I got from the Dollar Tree, a wood cutout, and I've been trying to figure out what I was going to do with her forever and ever. So the first thing I need to do on this wood cutout is put a little bit of water, because when you buy these wood cutouts from most of those dollar stores and stuff, it's really dry and it soaks up the paint right away. So if you just put a little bit of water on them, I would not do this if it were MDF, but if you put water on this, it helps with the paint not sinking in too much. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell and the like button if you enjoy our videos, and I really hope that you do, and I hope that this inspires you to make your own bunny. Now, as you can see, I am using two colors of Dixie Belle. I'm using a rustic red and cotton white, and I am really just mixing it on the cutout itself. So what I mean is I take a little bit of paint, put it on there, and then put some more, and then just kind of mix it together. Welcome to Ivycreates, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you being here. Check out some of my favorite items below in the description if you want to, if you have any questions about what I'm using. So I'm just painting the bunny, trying to get her all dried, and it's pink, and I do not want an even color. I wanted kind of an uneven color. Now this is the corsage that I had made. The little pink flowers are a corsage that I had made. So what I did was I'm using this is another wood cutout that I got from the Dollar Tree during the Christmas holidays, and it's going to need painting, so it's not going to hurt to use it as a paint palette. Just because I am very, very frugal with paint, and I don't like wasting a single droplet of it. So I'm laid the lace that I also got from the Dollar Tree on top of my bunny, and I will tell you this, I should have took more paint off of my little sponge that I'm using to stencil it on. But anyways, this is, it is what it is. So I am using a darker pink to go over my bunny with, to give it a little texture and a little lacy look and just something a little different. As you can see, I'm using Americana paints here. I'm using dark scarlet and a white cotton of Americana multi-surface paints. And so I'm just going to go over my lace and, make the pattern underneath it. So you can see how it starts to look like a little lacy pattern. Just something different to do. I hope everyone is happy and well for this upcoming Easter holiday and spring, and it's like, we can't wait for it to move forward, for everything to move forward. Alright, so there you can see the little pattern that I made on the bunny, and I just used the leftover paint that was on that wood cutout just to color the whole paint. So anyways, I'm taking a wrist corsage that I made on another video, so if you want to, you can go and find my corsage video, and I put it around the neck of the bunny. This is just one look of what you could do with this bunny, and I think it's really pretty like that. Save your corsages because you can use them for other things. Now this is a plastic tray that I also got from the Dollar Tree that was kind of a silver color, and I intend to paint it with some Dixie Belle and some other paints. So I wanted to kind of rough it up with some sandpaper, just so that I can get a surface that'll hold the paint, because that slick, shiny surface doesn't typically hold the paint. So I'm using the Dixie Belle white cotton, and I'm going to be going over the whole plate. I mean, this is like a serving platter. It's bigger than a plate. So just going to go over that and make sure all the paint sticks before I get into doing some faux finishing. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button and the notification bell if you enjoy this video. I do appreciate each and every person. And leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this project. And if you have any questions or anything, I do read my comments and I do respond. So please, feel free to let me know what you think about this. So I typically do when I do something like this and I'm going over something that way, I go over it like 2 or 3 times, maybe 2 or 3 coats of paint. Dixie Belle, you don't have to go that many coats. It's just it is a good idea to go over it more than once. I love the fact that Dixie Belle sticks to pretty much anything. So now what I did was I went back over it with the same as I did the bunny. I used some purple, dark purple, and the white together. And I just kind of ran it over my plate, my serving platter, because I wanted it to have, you know, the variances in color. I didn't want it to be a solid lavender or anything. So now you can see I'm taking the Dixie Belle cotton again, and I'm just very carefully and lightly highlighting the rope trim that's around the edge of the platter. And I'm just going to add some interior, you know, just to kind of make it look shabby chic kind of look to it. So it's lavender and white, and it came out really, really pretty. I like the way the finish looked on it. Now you can see I like using the Dixie Belle, or even the, what is the other one I use? It is the Chalk Country Matte Chalk Finish Country Snowfall. It's kind of thick and goopy, and I kind of like that because it just sits on top of things and is not real thin, and that's a big help when you're trying to do a faux finish of some sort. So I'm just trying to make it look like it's been, you know, a little bit shabbied out. So you can see that's the back of it, and all I'm going to do is I'm taking a little piece of twine, and I tied knots on the end, and I'm going to just glue it in place, and that is going to be the hanger for it. This is going to be a door hanger, and it's super lightweight, so you don't have to worry about the glue pulling or anything like that. It's super lightweight. So next I take a lavender Dollar Tree ribbon, and I, of course, took the corsage off, and I just glued the ribbon down around the neck of my bunny, and I'm going to sit my bunny in the middle of the plate, and I'm going to glue her down. Yes, it's a she. I don't know why, but it is a she. Alright, so I'm just holding it down, and then I made a small bow out of the same ribbon, and I glued the bow on top of the necklace, the neck ribbon. And then I took apart some lavender. This is just some silk flower, but it's plastic really. And it's lavender, and also I had some shamrocks, some purple shamrocks. And so that's perfect for this. So I put the shamrock on the bow and some little flowers, and then the lavender down at the base of my serving platter. And then I made a bow, a bigger bow, out of the same ribbon that I used for the neck of the bunny. And so now I'm just adding little lavender pieces in the side, and different flowers and stuff that I have on hand. And all in all, this may have cost me $3 plus the greeneries. And I'll tell you this, Dollar Tree does sell an excellent greenery bunch with lavender, and it's got lamb's ear and all kinds of good stuff in it. And you just kind of keep adding the flowers until you feel comfortable with it. If you feel that there's a hole or something, you know, and I wanted the flowers to kind of hang down a little bit on my tray, below the actual serving platter. So you just add flowers till you think you are done. This is all you do whatever you want to do. So I added a few more of the shamrocks, the purple shamrocks, which I've used for a lot of things, and they're really fabulous. And I believe I actually got those at Michael's, and they're plastic, but they're very pretty. Now, I didn't seal this one simply because my front door also has a storm door, so it's never going to be really in the weather. But if you're putting this out somewhere where it might get rain or something, you might want to seal the platter and the bunny with some Mod Podge or something to make sure that it doesn't, you know, get rained on and stuff. So I'm just going to cut the bottom of the ribbon, and make sure you click that like button, leave me comments, tell me how I'm doing on this. It's good to get feedback and know what you guys think about it. Alright, so the bunny part is done, and just going to, you can see how pretty it is, and I've got a few pictures of that. And stay tuned to the very end for the final product pictures as well. I have pictures of that. Now, the next thing I have is a fence board. And this is just something that I had laying around. So I'm going to take this really thick, goopy white stuff, which is the Chalk Country Finishes. Alright, so I'm using a wide flat brush, and I am barely touching the wood with a real heavy, thick load of this goopy white stuff. So, I'm just going up and down, and I usually start in the middle or so of the board so that it's even whenever I pull it out, and I'm just super light, not a lot of heavy hand on that. Super light hand. And I just want to make it look aged and old, like it was painted white, but it's, you know, just an old fence board, which it is, but it wasn't painted. So I wanted to do this so that it goes better with what I'm going to do next. A lot of times when I finish with the paint, if I've got something real goopy, I'll put a couple of drops of water in there just to make sure that it doesn't dry up too much. But with most of the chalk paints and mineral paints, you can add water and it refreshes the paint, so you're good. Now, I had all these ornaments that I'd gotten from the Dollar Tree that are wood cutout ornaments, and I went ahead and painted them, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. I actually just put up my Christmas tree, you know, like in the box. So, I decided that I was going to make a sign for Easter. One of those long, pretty stand-up signs. So I glued my ornaments to my wood fence. Alright, and that is a bunny cut out, and all I did for the paint on these is I did it very similar to the way that I did the board. Is I laid down some color, and then I went over it with a very, very light-handed, light touch of white. So, you know, the pinks and the purples and stuff, I just barely pulled the paintbrush over the top of them to give them that weathered look. I could have, and my daughter suggested that I make a banner out of these ornaments, and I still do have some more to do, and I may end up doing that, but for now I wanted to make a pretty sign. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Alright, so the next thing I'm doing is I'd gone through and just kind of laid out some letters on my ornaments so that they'll be pretty, and so I'm just tracing over it right now with a permanent marker, so then I can go back and eventually paint it and everything. Now, I know it looks very fast because I speed up what I'm doing when I'm doing these things, but I promise you, I have to go super, super slow when I'm doing lettering because my handwriting is atrocious. So, I always am very careful when I do lettering. I can draw things, I can make anything, but I can't letter. Writing simple words is the hardest thing for me. So you can see now that I'm going back over it with the purple paint to thicken up those lines a bit. And this is a dark plum purple that I'm putting on as my lettering color. I hope you've enjoyed these projects, quick and easy and super simple, and mostly from the Dollar Tree, so they're very, very affordable. I love every time that Dollar Tree has the little wood cutout ornaments. I pick up bunches and bunches because I can use them for all sorts of things. So it's always a good thing to have on hand. Anytime they have wood cutouts, I'm very happy. Not so much a fan of the MDF because if you put too much water or paint on it, it starts to expand and misshape, and it doesn't like our humidity here. So if you live somewhere where it's not humid, it would probably be fine. We're about to come to our final product pictures. The only things left that I do on these letters is I do add a little bit of a highlight with a white, and it makes it just stand out more. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you. Hi, did you click that subscribe button and the notification bell? Well, if you don't hit that notification bell, you will miss out on our Thursday videos. So please go ahead, click it, and you'll be able to watch our videos that are coming up.